recorded live at 4ZZZ Studios, Meanjin, Brisbane.
On 102.1 FM.
And broadcast across Australia on the Community Radio Network.
You're listening to Zed Games.
Zed Games brings you the best in gaming news, reviews, community and culture. Want to reach out?
Share your hot take?
Or do you just want to share your favourite game?
Find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
Hello. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zara, and with me in the studio this episode is...
Hazel.
And...
Tom.
And...
Natalia.
Woo!
Yay!
We've got a full studio this episode, and I am absolutely pumped. I'm doing fantastic. How are you all doing?
I'm doing incredible. Incredible. I just got off a plane 2 days ago, and I've been asleep until now, and... this is the only thing important enough to wake me from my slumber is Zed Games.
Yes. How about you, Tom? How are you going?
Ooh, it's been a big week already. I have been helping out with the setting up of BPAC, which is the Brisbane Pinball and Arcade Championship over at Clubhouse Maruka. Lots of big names in the pinball and arcade community coming there to test their mettle against one another.
Awesome. And how about you, Natalia? How are you going?
Oh, I've had so much start this week. I've uni started back, doing a couple of guest shows and stuff like that. And so I've just kind of been trying to cram it all this week, bracing through, and then next week's show hopefully should level out. And I can play some video games.
Woo! We love video games. We love
That's what we're all here for.
It's kind of like one of our things, I think.
I feel like we need a little sort of like pinball sounds as like a soundboard thing.
You're right.
It's like...
Tom, could you like hold a microphone up to the pinballs and just sort of like capture the sound effects?
Next time
it's not like we can just look it up online or something.
Who knows what a pinball machine sounds like?
I don't know. Is it sort of like a...
It depends on the machine.
It depends.
Investigative reporter Tom out in the field.
I mean...
Oh no.
The machine...
They're alive, the pinballs.
The machine I had my eye on over there, which was a brand new pinball machine that was released in January of this year.
Ooh.
It is the Dungeons and Dragons pinball machine.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like you choose your class that you're going to play, and you save your character in between games, and it's pretty pretty cool.
Nice.
It is really cool.
I think that could be a whole topic of its own. But unfortunately, we actually only have an hour, and we've got kind of a lot to get through, including the weekend gaming news. This week in gaming news, Steam and Nintendo have been tidying up their stores. Nintendo have sent out a new set of guidelines for games on the Nintendo eShop with the Switch 2 launch, after already making some changes to reduce the visibility of shovelware, or slop. The guidelines are intended to target games that contain overly sexual content, as well as political statements, inaccurate game descriptions, and game bundles. Addition to that, they've also sort of specified that this will include games that overtly support or criticize real-life countries, organizations, or ideologies, or anything that could prove damaging to the Nintendo brand, which could be anything.
That could be about anything.
It's vague enough that they can use it on whatever they'd really like.
Mm-hmm. I can't think of any real-life things that could be happening that this could be about, but...
It's not like they're the first time that they use vague language like that to sort of encompass just sort of whatever they want to swat out of the way. But I don't know. Steam has also updated its publisher rules prohibiting content in violation of any standards set forth by Steam's payment processors, banks, or network providers. Adult-oriented games that violate this have already been removed. No one needs to sort of out themselves, but if you used Tumblr back in the day, you might have also seen the exodus that happened.
The mass eradication of adult content.
Yes. So then they could monetize it.
And also the complete failure of that in actual moderation practice, because bot's gonna bot.
It's still there. But anyway, let's just... Do you want to talk about that any further, or can we move on to what is the real meat of the news?
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Juicy.
All right, Tom, do you wanna read this one out?
Yes. Yesterday, Shigeru Miyamoto posted and announced the Legend of Zelda movie. Actors have been confirmed for the live-action film based on the Legend of Zelda series. Zelda will be played by Bo Bragason and Link by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. It's okay if you haven't heard of them, because
I haven't.
I've vaguely heard of Bragason because like she was in a horror movie, Censor in 2021, and Luna. I knew vaguely of her existence. I just, when I watched Kingsglaive, I was
young
just like
Luna Freya.
Yeah.
But so she's had a couple of roles like that. Ainsworth acted in The Haunting of Bly Manor, and he was the voice of Pinocchio in Disney's live-action remake of Pinocchio. But essentially, I kind of, as some people might be disappointed by this casting, but I'm okay with them being relative nobodies.
Yeah.
There's not going to be as many expectations upon them to act a certain way or to bring something else. It's like, we're not casting a Jack Black to be Jack Black Bowser sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or Chris Pratt to be Chris Pratt Mario.
He brings such a strong flavour to every role that he has.
Certainly does.
You can't mistake Chris Pratt for anyone.
But these are newer, lesser-known actors, so who knows what it's going to be like.
Both quite young as well. I think Bo Bragason was 21 and Benjamin Evan Ainsworth was like 17. Hey, if they want to keep this series going, they'll age alongside the characters.
Until they have to like reincarnate.
Yeah, time skip.
Yeah.
Let's see it.
But I don't know. Let's wait and see. I think we'll wait and see. I think it's going to be a pretty movie. That's where my expectations are.
It'll probably be okay.
Yeah.
Hazel, do you want to take the lead for this next one?
All right. Friends of the Stop Killing Games initiative. The Stop Killing Games petition has been getting passed around for quite some time now to push the EU Parliament to pass some laws forcing game publishers to either build games in a way that they are playable after servers have closed, or to modify them when they're closing servers so that they can continue to be played single player or offline. And the Vice President of the EU Parliament, Nikolai Stefanuta, has signed the Stop Killing Games petition and announced his support and plans to help the movement. A game once sold belongs to the customer, not the company, he said in a video. The petition has cleared the 1 million minimum signatures required to become an official citizens initiative, but it still has to meet minimum thresholds for a number of countries, including Cyprus, Luxembourg, and Malta. So if you know anybody who lives there, one vote will probably do it.
Yeah. Just get all two of your friends, all two of your Cyprus friends, and just like, hey, just give it a quick sign.
Yeah.
Get it to the threshold.
Sign into a VPN, set it to Cyprus, sign a petition.
Yeah. I mean, don't
do that.
Don't do that. That's been a little bit of a problem, but like it is a powerful initiative, and I'm really excited to see how it ends up evolving, I guess, as we start to like actually consider what we need to do to make this happen. But that's all exciting stuff. We'll see how it all unfolds.
We should be able to still play Concord.
Oh, for sure.
Yes,
Yeah.
I respect your right to still be able to play Concord.
Thank you.
We can play 1v1s.
Oh, let's speed through the news nibbles. Ubisoft has announced that Charlie Guillemot and Christophe someone help me out. Derenez will serve as co-CEOs of its new publishing subsidiary, which has plans for Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six. Charlie is the son of co-founder
Yves.
I can't read. Yves, thank you. But has worked on dev teams before, so presumably he has some experience. And if obviously Christoph he's got experience as well.
I think this one's really interesting to me because they've basically just separated Ubisoft into the IP. It's like this new subsidiary is just everything they earn, including Assassin's Creed and stuff. And then they've also got the thousands of workers that they are responsible for paying, which is not very attractive for investors. And so
yeah.
they can just...
We'll see how it sort of such exciting times in the games industry, you know. Speaking of exciting times, what's happening with Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4, Natalia?
The developer for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 remake, Iron Galaxy, had to remove a Guitar Hero reference, stating that they are investigating how it happened. It happened because it's cool.
It happened because it's cool.
The reference that we're talking about is a box inside of a bin in the game that looks like the box art for Guitar Hero World Tour, but fictionalized as Banjo Hero.
Which is hilarious.
Yes.
Which is hilarious.
It's
And I think they should keep that.
It's some very 90s trash talk.
Yeah.
It's just, oh my god. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. An Italian YouTuber, Once Were Nerd, has been sued and raided by the Italian government. His content focuses on retro games, including emulator consoles, which often ship with preloaded ROMs, which is kind of the problem here. Bernie, Powkitty, and TrimUI were in the firing line with over 30 consoles being seized. So, just...
I don't know how you can be rated for purchasing something that they shouldn't have been allowed to sell. You know?
You're right. It's lame that they got raided for this, but I mean, if it's Nintendo's lawyers, man, the Nintendo ninjas coming after you for copyright stuff and ROMs.
Yeah.
Link's gonna come up to your house and he's gonna be like, hey, yeah, and cut your house down.
Link played by
not Hunter Schafer.
By not Hunter Schafer. Some upcoming games. I just wanted to give a big shout out to everyone who's playing Donkey Kong Bonanza on the Switch 2. That's come out today. As well as coming out today is The Drifter for the PC and The Wandering Village for the Xbox Series X and X, Xbox One, Switch and PC. July 18th brings Forgotten 23 for the PC and Shadow Labyrinth for the PS5, Xbox Series X and S, Switch and PC. Who wants to take over for July 21st?
I'll do it. On July 21st, we've got Defiance coming to PC, Logic Bombs coming to PC, and The King is Watching coming to PC. Natalia,
on July 22nd is Cypher's Zero for PC. We've got Hell Clock for PC. And then we've got Monument Valley 3 coming to PS4, PS5, Xbox Series S, X and S, Switch and PC. No iOS?
I guess not.
That's fascinating because the first two are like classic iOS games.
Yeah. If you haven't played Monument Valley, get onto it. Beautiful, beautiful game. But that's it this week in gaming news. You're listening to Zed Games. My name is Zara, and with me in the studio this episode is Hazel, Tom, and Natalia. Say hello, you three.
Hello, you three.
Wow.
Sorry, I missed my cue. You gotta count me in.
Well, all right, get ready, Tom, because you know what you've got. You've got...
Drum roll.
No, you know what?
No, I'm gonna do...
There we go.
Who would have guessed?
A review
On this show? Ask the doctor.
Alrighty, take it away, Tom.
Okay, so this is just going to be a quick little one because it's a short game at the moment. The game I'm talking about tonight is Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate.
Oh.
What a name.
Yeah, it's a great name. It released back in March of this year, but it's in early access, so there is still more to come, and the game is being updated regularly as we speak with weird little features. So, disclaimer for that. So in Secret Agent Wizard Boy, you play as a secret agent who has been deployed into a magical style school that's very reminiscent of a PlayStation 2 era Hogwarts, circa Chamber of Secrets kind of vibe. Like this is like very close to being like copyright infringement in this magical school with kids walking around with black robes and stuff like that.
I mean, what else do wizards wear?
I don't know. It's up to them.
Sparkly hats.
On the occasion. But you are a secret agent in this game. So you have a little tuxedo and a bow tie, and you are going undercover. So the aim of the game is to collect 6 different shaped keys and place them into the wall of a vault. So you can get inside. We don't see what's inside. That's where the game ends in this early access state.
Intriguing.
So there's more to come. So the game's style, it is what many people would call an immersive sim. Ooh. So that's kind of a very niche genre of game where it's a very open-ended adventure game. So it's like the way you're playing it, it's a third-person action platformer. But with the tools that they give you in the game, there are many ways to solve each puzzle or issue. So to find some of these like keys, some of them are hidden on that people are carrying them, like they're walking around, they've found them and they've got it in their hand. I'm like, I'm going to research this key. And you can't just ask them for it because you're a secret agent. So you need to find a way to get it from them, cause them to drop it, or just murderize them.
Oh,
so
straightforward.
But so the game wants you to find your own solutions for these things, and the tools that they give you are pretty fun. So there's just a few different spells to play with in this game that you find as you explore this castle. The first one you get is Protify, just a little push spell. So it's your typical hit the switches or attack spell that you can do. But then the game starts to get a bit funky with it. You get the Embiggen spell, or Bigify, which makes any item in the game bigger, any inanimate object bigger. There's a telekinesis spell.
Can you make things small?
If you can, I haven't found that spell. I didn't need
it. You can only
it.
go one way.
But you can get a telekinesis spell, so you can move things around. You can get a duplicate spell, which duplicates any inanimate object in the game.
Handy.
And this is where the game really wants you to start messing with it. So you can find very valuable potions, and you can brew them using different ingredients that you find in the world. Things that give you increased jump height, or increased walking speed, or even increased spell power. And you can drink as many of those as you can find. And it will scale with each one. So I was like, man, I am having a hard time trying to win a duel with another character. So instead, I was like, I'm going to go and drink a buttload of these potions, get super strong, and I went into the room, went to use my Protify spell, and blew up the entire room and myself in the process. You're going to die a lot in this game, and that's kind of the point. The game runs, you have a week to infiltrate and get all these keys. Every time your character dies, a day passes, and you keep your spells and everything for that week.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of progression, but the game just wants you to try out lots of weird, funny things. There's lots of achievements to earn in the game, such as break your way out of the castle and out of bounds, jump 50,000 feet.
Can you survive that jump?
Maybe. I didn't.
Maybe with your scroll of a carrion flight.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun things to do in this game, and it does have online multiplayer.
Oh, nice.
So, and it will run on pretty much anything. It's a very low poly, like I said, PlayStation 2 era looking game. But yeah, so they are adding things steadily to it. You can, as you venture around this castle, earning achievements and finding emblems, you can level up your character, earn more hit points, or inventory slots to hold missiles, potions, grenades, landmines, anything you might need. Yeah, so Secret Agent Wizard Boy. Nice. It's pretty cool. They just added a button that lets you eat whatever is in your hand. Regardless
whatever is in your hand?
Whatever is in your hand.
Oh.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
Keep an eye on it.
This looks awesome.
Fabulous. Alrighty, that's the end of the...
That's Secret Agent Wizard Boy and the International Crime Syndicate.
Nice.
For now. You had to... One of the missions was like, obtain Batty Batterson, and there's just a British child with a giant rainbow baseball bat, and he's like, this is Batty Batterson, and you have to just beat him up and take it, and then you can beat other people up with it.
To be fair, I do want a rainbow baseball bat like so badly now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just picturing it.
You're listening to Zed Games at 4ZZZ.
You're listening to Zed Games on 4ZZZ.
Oi mate, you're listening to Zed Games at 4ZZZ.
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 4ZZZ.
You're listening to Zed Games at 4ZZZ.
You're listening to Zed Games at 4ZZZ.
Got a bit carried away.
Tom's got another review for us. So without further ado, let's just
Do another review. Not always. So, I'm also going to talk about another early access game that is currently being updated. So, just be wary if you go into this. There are more things coming to it. It's not complete. And yeah. Anyway, the game is called Omelette You Cook. That is omelette as in like the egg dish. It is developed by Dan Schumacher and Jate Tagmose with Shoebox Games. And it was advertised on the Wholesome Games stream during Summer Games Fest. It was released around about the same time, or the early access version was. And now this is a very fun little roguelike deck builder. So, for those who liked their Balatro numbers and stuff, this is kind of a similar vibe. In Omelette You Cook, you are hired as an omelette chef at a quirky college/school. All I know is I'm serving faculty. All I know is omelettes. So the way the game works is you choose your starting ingredients, which is like your starting deck for any sort of like deck builder or whatever. So the game initially starts you off with just the 2 ingredients in your pantry, and they are bell peppers and crispy bacon. And the way the game works is with each round you'll have a score that you need to beat. Your omelette needs to reach a certain score, and you add points by dragging each turn or each hand. You are dealt a few ingredients from your pantry that appear on a conveyor belt. On later difficulties, that conveyor belt will be moving, so you've got to think really quickly. And then you drag and drop the ingredients onto an omelette that's on a plate. Now, different ingredients have different synergies with each other. And the way they teach you this early on is the bell peppers give you 0 points. Bacon gives you 2. But bell peppers gain 3 points for every piece of meat that is touching. So you're trying to arrange these ingredients on the omelette to maximize your points. Later on, you can buy new ingredients, or you can start with new ingredients that are underlappers and overlappers. So there are some cheeses that are underlappers, so you can layer them on and put other things on top. There are garnishes as well. And the game works very similar to Balatro, where you can kind of see the synergy of certain things. Because each ingredient has a different number of characteristics, be that soft, chewy, crunchy, or wriggly. There's some wriggly ones.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, like, I haven't come across any wriggly ones yet. I've completed runs on 4 of the different starting decks that you have at the moment. But yeah, it's a fun little game, and it's very silly. Each of the students that come up, or the faculty members that order their omelettes, will have special dietary requirements, and if you meet those, you can get extra money, or if you don't meet them, you lose points on your overall omelette. For example, you can come across someone who is a radical centrist, which means that they do not like any ingredients overlapping the edges of their omelette. So they must have all the ingredients in the middle. And there is another one that is a wannabe DJ who their omelette is constantly rotating. So real time, you're having to move and drag and drop these ingredients down.
I'm just imagining like the omelette chef just like doing DJ moves on this omelette.
Yeah, it's a very silly, fun little game. You can unlock different items that give you multipliers based on your ingredients and stuff. So it's all about finding things that work for your omelette build. But yeah, check it out.
Like Papa's Pizzeria, if it was a Balatro.
Yeah, it's. I mean, that's a very appropriate comparison, because there's a tactile element to this game that I find very pleasing, and it's a fun little game they're adding more and more ingredients as we speak.
I like the thoughtfulness of the layering. It's very appealing to me.
Yeah, like...
But it's so important to the omelette process.
100%.
Oh, yeah. There was an omelette build I had that was really successful. I found some seaweed, which was a rare ingredient because that counts as both a seafood and a vegetable. And it is a underlayering thing, and it would give bonuses to any seafood that was layered on top of it.
Oh, yum.
So, you can get creative with it.
Tom, would you say that this has been upping your cooking game at work?
I have considered using entire unshaven coconuts as a topping for a... it's so strong early game. It gives you 20 points when it's the only thing on there, and for every other ingredient that's on there, takes away a point.
Okay.
Oh my God.
So, yeah. And it also takes up a lot of space, so...
Yeah.
Wow.
You can't just go blind with the coconuts.
Okay.
Yeah. That's Omelette You Cook. Check it out.
Starving now. I'm so hungry.
I can't wait to go get a whole pineapple on top of an egg.
Tell me, what is your ideal omelette? We'll come back after the music break.
How wriggly does your omelette need to be?
Sick of carrying your boombox everywhere you go, but miss your beloved 4ZZZ shows when you leave it behind? Get the Community Radio Plus app from your phone's app store now. It's 15% smaller than the average app and packed with at least 500 times more attitude, 500 times more independent journalism, 500 times more local and Aussie music, 500 times more representation of subcultures. Download Community Radio Plus and save 4ZZZ and Zed Digital as favorites using the little red heart icon now. But wait, there's more. If you install Community Radio Plus in the next 5 minutes, you'll get a free dose of warm inner glow. Get Community Radio Plus from your app store now.
And I have a review for you.
Oh, but our favorite omelettes.
Oh, I forgot.
You told us you were going to come back to that.
You're right. I forgot about that. My apologies. Hazel, what is your favorite omelette?
Okay, diner-style omelette. 3 eggs, little dash of milk, mushrooms.
Yes.
Wilted spinach. Chorizo.
Ooh.
And a little bit of Gouda cheese in there, plus salt, pepper, paprika, cumin.
That's a pretty solid build because wilted spinach is an underlayer, so you can put the other stuff in.
Yeah.
So
Tom's just
you know what I'm
like,
about. You know what I'm about.
Natalie, what's your omelette?
The best omelette I ever had was at a partner's house, and they had like their own garden of herbs, and so we did 3 cheeses, plus it was like camembert, I don't know, something smoked and delicious, and mozzarella, and then garden, yummy, delicious.
Oh, yum.
Sounds excellent.
Yeah, I mean anything fresh is better, obviously.
Yeah. How about you, Tom? What's your omelette?
Not a big fan of omelettes.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Wow.
But you could.
I was not expecting
not
this turn. What's your egg of choice, I guess?
I mean, I like making omelettes, but
that's why you work in the kitchen.
Yeah, that's it.
I can't. You can't really go past like a good like chorizo and cheese omelette, or a cheese and bacon omelette, or just cheese and meat omelette. I like to keep it simple sometimes. A little bit of paprika, loads of pepper. I love putting pepper, and chili flakes as well.
You have to chili flakes.
Yeah, just a little touch of it.
And then sauce, sweet chili at the end.
Oh, okay. Now I'm really hungry.
Or a little sriracha on top.
We need to wrap this up. I've got a
game.
All right. This is Zed Games, by the way.
Zed Games.
Now
I'm Zara, here with a review for Theotown by Lobby Divinus. Sometimes, quite often really, I am late to the party. I've picked up games just as the fandom dies down, and it's kind of really fun to experience what everyone else was so hyped about, but it's also a bit lonely. That isn't the case here. I'm going to be talking about Theotown, a beautifully detailed pixel city builder that scratches that nostalgic itch I have for SimCity, all on my Android phone, and with an awesome community surrounding it. It is your typical city builder game. You have a chunk of land available to you with a highway passing through it. To start with, you can lay down some dirt roads, zone some residential land with commercial and industrial industrial zones to follow in shortly. The people moving to your little village do need jobs after all, and if they're moving there, they're probably bringing or growing their families. That means you need a school and doctors, and obviously you're going to need to establish a source of electricity, a source of water, and ensure that that electricity and water is getting to all of these families and businesses and facilities. You put a park here and there, and more people move to your village. It grows, it evolves. You need firefighters soon, better roads, more electricity and more water. You tax the residents, you create landmarks and industries, and if you balance things right, if you manage the demands of your now town, if you manage your cash flows correctly, and if you keep your people happy, your town will grow into a city. Theotown is your classic city builder, and it doesn't really cut corners in depth and detail. Bus routes and garbage management are robust mechanics with a lot of controls involved. The road systems you unlock can overhaul your traffic situation. There are so many varieties of parks you can unlock. You have disasters to deal with, pretty powerful terraforming mechanics. It just seems like only your imagination and patience is the limit. And if the game is missing something, check out the plugins. There's dozens, I think hundreds of them, of community-made items, roads, buildings, quality of life stuff, like automatically placing pipes underneath roads, or just full roundabouts and interchanges of all sorts. Most of it is free. The base game is also free on mobile. There is a PC version on Steam, which you do have to buy, but that sort of like unlocks everything that would otherwise be monetized behind the mobile version. There are gems which you can use to buy more content, but I haven't touched it in my 5-ish hours I've played so far. The game does keep generating revenue even when offline, and when you boot up the game again, you do need to use gems to collect that idle revenue, or watch an ad, which feels fair enough to me. I do have some problems with this game. One, it teaches you very, very little about the mechanics and controls. I had to find out through trial and error by checking out the YouTubers and Redditors for detailed information. In fact, after taking you through a very simple tutorial, the game just tells you to find playthroughs on YouTube. The other problem was the autosave. It does autosave, and it autosaves often. It just brings up a screen that stops you from playing the game, and it takes maybe about 5 to 10 seconds, which is just a little bit of a speed bump to my flow. But otherwise, fantastic little game. It has that everything I loved about SimCity and then some, and it's just all on my mobile phone, which is just epic.
Visually, it looks identical to SimCity 2000.
Yeah. You can really scroll in there. There's like features that you can just sort of like screenshot and share it with other players. So you can like, I saw the subreddit and people are just posting the beautiful cities and creating these elaborate structures, and it's really quite something.
I and a couple of other people have sort of spotted Sarah playing it and been like, are you playing SimCity 2000 on your phone right now?
And no, it's Theotown, and you can just play it on your phone, and it's pretty good. I reckon everyone should check it out. Go check it out right now. That's all we have time for today this week, but we will be back next week on Zed Games. You've all been fantastic.
You've done such a great job.
Yep. Think about your omelets, everyone. But in the meantime, goodbye, good night, and we love you. Bye.
Thanks for listening to Zed Games.
If you'd like to listen to more, you can find us on the Community Radio Plus app,
or find us on socials at Zed Games AU.
See you next time.